the fifth and the last dimension under the startup idea, and it has to do with adaptiveness, right? So again, I want to quote Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin famously, the famous biologist, right, geneticist, once remarked, saying that, you know what, the survival of the fittest. And in today's uncertain, volatile world, it's all the more uncertain, gripped with uncertainty. You know what? It's not the toughest to survive. It's the most adaptable that survive and thrive. People who are flexible and adaptable. That's the success mantra, right? So therefore, let's look at the adaptiveness of a startup. What are the different things, especially in a COVID pandemic era? And I'd like to sort of, classify the epochs as AC and BC, to draw an analogy from history. AC is after COVID and BC is before COVID. So especially in the last 4 to 5 months since the pandemic hit the world, and you know what, the adaptiveness, what are the key elements of adaptiveness that a VC would look into a startup? There are around 7 to 8 of them, and let's go through each of them. It's very critical, right? So we talk about pivoting the business, right? So how flexible the founders are in their mind, and how flexible the business plan is, how flexible, what's the degree of flexibility in execution, ability to change course, ability to take inputs. Let's go through each one of them in some detail. The first thing is that, you know what, in a post-COVID era, is your startup catering to real world problems or secondary problems? You know, problems are different kinds, right? So one way to look at it is real world. Is it solving a primary pressing problem, or is it secondary? And just to give a kind of a crude idea, example, a primary real world problem is, let's say, it has to do with food supply chain, right? We all know that we need food, come what may, pandemic, no pandemic, corona, no corona. The food supply chain cannot be disrupted, right? So you need food 3 times a day or 2 times a day, whatever it is, different kinds of food, right? So so if you're trying to solve this supply chain problem of food industry, then it's a primary problem that you're solving. Another example is healthcare, right? So you cannot afford to have shutdowns of hospitals, for example, right? Or medicines, right? So these are primary problems. Secondary problems are problems like, you know what, they can wait for time. Say, a startup is coming with a great idea of, say, luxury clothing or luxury handbags or fashion. Um, let's say like somebody's into fashion business. Well, they're also trying to solve problem of some sort, but it's a secondary problem, right? That can wait. You know, nobody would die, right? So first thing is, you may have to pivot and adapt your business to address a primary pressing problem in the pandemic era. A. B. Two, ability to regulate cash flow. I told cash is king, right? At the end of the day, cash flow, your current revenues matter. And you know, you'll be quite surprised that in the deal pipeline that we come across every week, around 35 startups approaches for funding of different sizes, different kinds, different types, all over the world. Most of them from India, but some from Australia, Singapore, US. You know, so my observation of some trends in the last patterns, I would say, in the last 4 to 5 months is that despite COVID, some startups have done well. Who are those? Those are startups in the educational space, edtech space. Those are startups in agribusiness space, where we have said, and the healthcare space, where there's been an uptick in the last 4 5 months. So this ability to regulate cash flow is very critical, right? So you have to, the only two ways in which you can regulate cash flow, either you can kind of look at increasing your income or reducing your cost, or both actually, right? So ideally speaking, you can optimize in such a way that you can improve your revenues and reduce your cost. So your ability to regulate cash flow is critical. The third aspect about adaptiveness in today's era is that ability to go digital or virtual, right? Education has gone virtual. 100% online schools, right? So the ability to embrace digital technologies, the ability to become digitally savvy is very critical.